Okay, I'm back. So I just realized how fast I went just now. And I was like, oh my God, I got so excited and I just started talking so fast. You guys are probably going to have to watch that live stream about a couple of times because I just did that pretty fast. Okay, so let me just make sure I can invite some more people to come on in. We're talking about sales. I'm going to be giving you guys 3 tips to help you close more sales when you're speaking to people, especially on the phone. Um, this is going to be good. So, when you, let me see where I want to start here. When you are, taking your story and your skills, putting it into a coaching program. One of the things that I talk about a lot, or you would hear about a lot, is learning how to craft an irresistible offer. Okay. So this is something that we're going to be talking heavily about at Market Your Message Live, which is knowing how to put together offers and really market your offers, right? And but there's a second part of this, because it's not only being able to craft an irresistible offer, but it's also being able to position your offer in front of your ideal clients as irresistible. Does that make sense? All right. So I think that a lot of service professionals make a mistake when they are selling their services is that they focus on the actual program. They focus on what they're selling, that 8-week program, that 3-month, that whatever, that course. You focus on the tangible thing that you're selling, and that's not what sells. Okay, so if any of you are struggling with closing sales, if any of you are struggling with selling online, like selling through your social media, your emails, or anything like that, most of the time, most of the time it's because you don't have an irresistible offer. But if you have a great offer and you're struggling, then it's because you're not positioning it as irresistible. So the tips that I'm going to share with you today is going to help you position your offer so it can be more irresistible, and it has the potential of helping you double your sales. Okay. So again, I'm saying again, because this is my second time back today. If you are watching this somewhere else other than the Business Law for Coaches, definitely come on in my Facebook group, join me. My name is Nyala Phillip. I'm a marketing and income strategist for coaches. Let's jump into the content, okay? So number one, the first tip or hot tip, I want you guys to write this down, is called price contrast, okay? Price contrast. Now, this is something that is done heavy in sales. You have had this done to you several times, and it's so subtle that you don't even know it's being done, okay? Price contrast is the ability of being able to show the difference in your offer, or show the reason why it's so hot, all right, and the value of the offer. So the sleazy way, because I want to give you guys both ways. You guys have seen this all the time. The sleazy way of doing this, and the way that I don't support and I don't like at all, is when you're on workshops or you're in live events and they tell you're going to get this course and it's valued at $2,100, and at the end you have a whole value of $60,000, and then they tell you it's $97 for it. Okay, so that is what you normally see. I want you guys to give me a 1 if you've ever experienced that before. That is an example of it, but not what I'm talking about. When I say subtly being able to position your offer and show this price contrast very subtly, it can be done in 1 sentence. So here's an example of how that sounds. If I was on the phone with someone and, or let's talk about if I was teaching a live workshop or something, and I want to use price contrast, I may say something like, I have a client named Sandy, and when she joined us, she paid $21,000 to join this program. And of course, it needs to be real. So if your program isn't $21,000, don't say it. But Sandy paid $21,000 to grow this business, to join this program. And this is what we were able to do with her. But I'm not going to charge you $21,000. So, when you decide to join us today, you can join us for $5,000. Does that make sense? Give me a 2 in the chat box if that makes sense. If you can see how when someone hears that $5,000, they have just released a breath, right? Because when I first say to someone, and of course I'm making an example. So this is not something that I've actually done. I don't have a $21,000 program yet. But if I was talking to someone and I said something like, well, my client Sandy, she joined our $21,000 program and she was able to do ... From the time you heard that number, you went, okay? That's what usually happens when you're speaking to someone, especially on the phone or you're on a webinar and they can't see you. Usually what they're doing is, okay, I don't have that. But when you come back and you say something like, but that's not what, I'm charging you today. I've created a, smaller 2-month program where I'm going to work with 10 people and it's $5,000 to join the program. You automatically get a sense of relief because of the price contrast, okay? The way you have showed the value of your program, but then given, a more feasible price or a price that they were not expecting, okay? Does that make sense? So by doing that, there's so many different ways that you can do this. I'm going to be teaching you guys a lot of this stuff at Market Your Message Live. So if you're someone who really wants to learn how to get more sales in your business and real strategies that you can use to do that, I want you guys to, join us for Market Your Message Live. However, the example that I just gave you is a way that you can do it in a sentence, all right? In a sentence. Number 2, so number 1 is price contrast. Number 2 is answer the question, why now? Answer the question, why now? Why should someone buy now? So a lot of times when coaches are, promoting their services online or they're promoting their, programs or whatever, they always miss that, right? So you'll talk a lot about your benefits. You'll talk about, what we're going to learn in the, in the program, but you never really answer that question of why should someone buy right now? Okay. So using my promotion right now, because I'm running an Independence Day promotion, if I wanted to give you an example of that, I would say to you, hurry up and get into the program because our sales are going to end on Monday. Hurry up and get into the program because we're only doing this for Independence Day. Hurry up and take advantage of this offer because this is my special birthday offer, okay? Hurry up and take advantage of this offer because we only have 3 spots left, okay? This is a sense of urgency. This is a way of answering this question. I know you want me to buy, but why should I buy right now? All right, this is another way of really positioning your offer as irresistible. I want you to think about when you walk into your favorite store. So one of my favorite stores, y'all know, is Macy's. Love Macy's since I was like a little girl. And one of the reasons why I could always spend hundreds of dollars in Macy's is because their offers are always irresistible. It's like you get that feeling like if I don't buy this right, like this offer is so irresistible that if I don't get it right now, I'll be stupid. It's such a no-brainer, okay? And the way they position their offers and their sales when you walk in the store, they make it where you have to get it right now. And if you walked out without it, you would be missing out on a good deal. And that's how you want to position your offer to be more irresistible. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. Let me see if I have any comments here because I realize how fast I'm moving today. I realize how fast I'm moving today, but that's because I really don't like working on weekends, but I'm in promo mode. So, okay. So price contrast. Number 2, answer the question, why now? Number 3, this one is real hot. Number 3, value add. Write that down. Value add. All right. And when I say value add, your mind is probably automatically going to bonuses. Good place to go. But I mean a little bit more than some bonuses. All right. So, a lot of times when we create irresistible offers, we add bonuses because we want to make it juicy. Right. The point is to make it irresistible so we can sell more of our offers. Right. And the bonuses that we choose, I like to call them add-ons. Okay. So like, for example, a lot of the programs that I sell, I have my bonus. It's almost always traffic for coaches. Okay. And the reason why is because all the strategies that I teach, they're good strategies. However, if you don't know how to generate traffic, none of them will work. okay? So a lot of times I would have an add-on bonus where I would be talking about traffic, right? So let's say I'm teaching you, how to get more leads with webinars, right? And you come into my program, the first one, I'm teaching you the framework. The second module, I'm teaching you how to put together the webinar. The third module, I don't have this, so I'm just making this up. The third module, I'm telling you what tools to use. And then I tell you, but listen, you're going to get this bonus if you order within the next 15 minutes. I'm going to give you traffic for coaches. And the reason why you need it is because you can set up this whole webinar. And if you don't know how to get people to sign up for this webinar, it's not going to work. It becomes a no-brainer. It becomes an add-on. Okay, does that make sense? But I'm not talking about that. When I'm talking about, when I say value add, is two things. Number one, it needs to be unique. Okay, so it needs to be, your bonus needs to be something that's unique. And number two, it needs to be extremely valuable. So it cannot just be an add-on. It needs to be something that will blow their mind. So let me give you an example. Let's say you are a marketing coach for plastic surgeons, right? You're a marketing coach for plastic surgeons. You go, you do a workshop, you're teaching them how to market their business on Facebook. At the end of the workshop, you're ready to give the offer, but you say to them, the first two people that go back to the room, we're going to be giving you a free imaging machine. Isn't that valuable? Okay, I know I'm not a plastic surgeon, but I can just imagine what an imaging machine would cost. I would just imagine what a doctor like that, would say, wow, I get to get marketing help, get more people in my practice and an imaging machine. Okay. And here's why I'm going this high level with you guys, because if you were selling a $25,000 offer to these plastic surgeons, I guarantee you'll get 3 of them to join your offer. And then if you're even smarter, just to go a step further, you might just have some kind of connection with the imaging company where you're not paying for this stuff flat out, or you're working some type of deal like we were talking about in our last live stream, right? You work out some type of deal where they're providing this to your clients. Okay, and again, I told you that this was going to be some high level stuff, what I'm teaching you guys today. And when you learn these type of principles, you will find yourself making more sales, and it works all the time. It works all the time. When you want to position something as irresistible, you want to think outside the box. That's what I love about the value add. Think outside the box. One of the ways that I've used, another way that I've used this, and you could use this too. Online workers. Maybe you're a business coach. Maybe you teach people how to grow their business through live streaming. You create an offer, you might say, I'm going to put together a course, and then I'm going to give you these bonuses. But what if a bonus was, I'm going to give you a full package. You're going to get a webcam, you're going to get a tripod, you're going to get a mini tripod where you can walk around with, and I'm even going to give you, a remote. How valuable does that become? And if you were to use my second tip where I said, why should they buy now, and add that urgency or that scarcity and say, I'm only going to give it to the first 2 people, but you have 25 people in a workshop, I guarantee you'll get those 2 people. Okay, so let's go through this one more time, and then I'm going to leave you guys for today. So 1, price contrast. Know how to show the value. There are different ways you can do this. The way that I shared with you was, just a sentence, just adding a sentence to your offer, to the call to action part, okay? Number 2, make sure you're answering the question, why should they buy now? Okay, you can do this with scarcity, you can do this with urgency, you can do this with a story, you can do this in so many ways, but you should be answering the question, why should they buy right now? Okay, and then number 3, having a value add, which is just a little bit more juicier than bonuses, okay? So they have add-on bonuses, and then we have value add bonuses. I want you guys to think about, how can you add some value to your program? How can you, if you have a high level program, what can you come up with that will be so unique that other coaches aren't doing, okay? That other consultants aren't doing, Okay. And okay, so that's it, guys. Listen, if you enjoyed this, no matter where you're watching this from, again, no matter where you're watching this at, definitely come into the Business Law for Coaches. If you're enjoying this, if you're seeing the value in these strategies and these tips, and you can see that this is something that you need to help market your services and grow your business, then I want to invite you again to Market Your Message Live. We are running a special right now where you can get 40% off all tickets, as well as our buy one, give one. So I thought it was really decent to do a buy one, give one this weekend. So you can bring a friend if you want to bring a friend, or if you know another business owner. This, I had a lady the other day who she would not be able, she bought her ticket, but she will not be able to make it. And the first thing she thought about was, I wanted to give my ticket to a single mom. Okay, so if you're someone that's also the giving back spirit and you want to really position yourself, you take advantage of our sale. And I left all the information for that above. Okay. All right, guys. So I'll see you later. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you guys have a wonderful weekend. All right. Bye.